Alright my peeps, how you doing? We got ice and glue today, so we're gonna do some assault battles. I don't know how many I'm gonna play, maybe like 3 or 4. Hopefully I can get out of here as soon as possible because guess what? I'm actually leaving for the weekend pretty darn soon, so I don't want to spend too much time playing battles. So this guy is reasonably good. In fact, he's probably going to completely destroy me, especially because it's on one of these ridiculously hard levels like this. So we're gonna do ice glue, and since we don't have any camo detection, I'm actually going to steal a mortar. So I am going to steal a mortar because I feel like that's completely fair. Oh crap, where's my glue gunner? I can't find glue for some reason. There it is. And then we can get a random tower like Super Monkey or something. It really doesn't matter too much. But I might not use the mortar every single time. I know you guys might think it's a little on the unfair side, but it is just extremely hard to use ice and glue in totality. You might be thinking that I'm trying to ice stall him or something like that. I'm not trying to do that, but it might end up doing that just a little bit. But I'm actually going to get the snap freeze, which is going to hopefully pop all these red balloons, at least for the most part. And what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to get another glue gunner. I'm actually gonna put him right over here, and he's going to clean up all the rest of the balloons that don't actually get that actually do end up getting through here. So we're gonna get 1 and we're gonna get 2, and that should help out quite a bit. But now if you notice, this guy's gonna start sending out tons and tons of blues versus me, all these red balloons, and then especially on level like 4 and stuff like that, I need to start watching out like crazy ridiculous amounts. If you notice, we're losing lots and lots of lives already, so you're noticing how hard it is to actually use just ice and glue. Yes, it is quite terrible. So we're going to have to get another ice tower here, hopefully pretty damn soon. And I'm going to save the mortar for only camo detection. I'm not going to use it for any sort of popping power up until level 12, so that could probably hurt me quite a bit as well. If you notice all these balloons, I mean, we're popping some of them with the glue, but realistically the glue is not really helping too much at all. So now here we got 2 snap freezes. That should help out quite a bit, but still we're going to have so many problems. We're just going to see how long we can survive, basically. If you notice, this guy already has 30 lives lost, which I don't even know how the heck that happened. That was just noobalicious on his part. And I'm going to have to actually change this glue gunner over to strong. So I'm going to put a glue gunner over here as well, and put this guy in strong, and that's going to stop any sort of pink balloons that are going to get by. Hopefully, though, that's at least the plan. But it seems like all my glue gunners are missing just a little bit too much, and he probably understands to mix in between blues and pinks, which is definitely hurting me quite a bit. I wanted to get a little bit more economy here, but that's really all I can go. I'm going to have to start going more and more ice towers soon here, and we're probably going to get overrun fairly soon, which is very, very sad. Sniffity, sniffity, sniff. And I realize that I'm not going to win very many games with this strategy. It's just kind of ridiculous. It's more for entertainment, just to see how much you guys actually like this. I know I got people who have been saying like, do this, Chris, please, it's amazing-tastic. No, not really at all. In fact, I'm actually just going to put this guy on last, just because it's probably going to help out quite a bit more doing it that way. As many ice towers as possible. He's going to overrun me very, very soon. And there we go. I think we just lost the game right there. Those little yellow balloons got through. So we lost on level 5, which is terrible. Oh my goodness, it's terrible. But honestly, I don't care about my rank. I don't care about my wins to losses. I kind of gave up on that right around 300 wins or so. I just said screw it, and I'm going to make fun games for you guys and fun videos for you guys so we can have a blast. So we're going to see how this goes. You know, if I'm just losing every single game like ridiculous amounts, by ridiculous amounts, I'm just going to quit. Especially on hard levels like this. So we're going to get a mortar. And what else should we get? How about... I already clicked the mortar, that's why I didn't click the glue gunner. What's wrong with me? We will get random, how about dart monkey. We're not going to actually use the dart monkeys, but we're just going to get them anyways. This guy's a little bit more of a nub cake, so we might have a little bit more of a chance versus him. But still, it's going to be tough. So first things first, of course, we're going to get our ice tower up. He's going to be a 2-0 ice tower, because 2-0 ice towers are the only ice towers that can actually pop balloons. That is the snap freeze thing, which snap freeze is super duper helpful. Personally, that's my favorite, my second favorite ice tower upgrade. Arctic Wind is by far my favorite upgrade, but it's just so expensive on battles. It's not worthless, but you're really gonna have a hard time trying to get that going with that. Trying to get an Arctic Wind on one of these levels with just going ice towers. Now, if you went with like a boomerang or something like that to start off, you'd probably get quite a bit more economy and actually afford an Arctic Wind later on. But as far as I'm rolling right now, no effing way. So right now, if you're noticing, I'm sending out lots and lots of red balloons versus him. I'm probably going to at least do some damage to him, and to get some economy in the meantime, which is pretty freaking awesome. Now, if you notice, my Arctic Wind, or my Ice Tower, excuse me, is actually doing fairly well versus these balloons. Now, on cards, there's only really one place where they could could ice and freeze them and pop them, but on this level there's actually 2 places because it hooks around and comes back. So it's actually almost a lot easier on this level. Ice towers are much more effective. Now the next thing you're going to notice is that level 4 is coming up, so guess what I'm going to have to do? I can't just stick here with one of these ice towers. I need to get this guy and put him on strong. So that guy's going to be on strong. He's going to kill all the pinks and stuff like that. I'm going to get as much economy as I possibly can, though. You know, if he's going to let me get economy, I'm going to take advantage of it. And then what I would like to do is get some super awesome glue gunners really soon here. If I could get like a 2-2 glue gunner or something like that, nothing will beat me until probably level 12. With a couple ice towers here and there, probably. Regrow balloons, on the other hand, are a little bit difficult. I mean, glue gunners are not amazing versus with those guys, so regrow balloons can probably overrun me fairly well. So now he's actually sending out balloons versus me. That's kind of bad news for me. I'm going to have to get another... Oh, I just won. Oh my goodness, I wasn't even paying attention. I should have been paying attention to his side. I kind of just wasn't assuming that blue balloons were going to kill him, which is kind of sad. That's how you know somebody's a noob cake, when you just send out reds and blues and you do eventually end up killing them. It would have been more fun if I was actually able to go to later rounds, because then I could actually show how reasonable ice and glue can be used. I really hope that another level, we're going to use another level except for cards. So yeah, we don't have cards today. So let's get these guys killing, get my motor up into Super Monkey, why not? Confirm the selection, let's get going here, buddy. If he makes me wait for 16 more seconds, I'm going to be very sad. So here we go, this guy is obviously pretty darn good. He's not amazing by any means, but he's pretty darn good. He's got a pretty high battle score, so he knows what's up, and there's no way we're gonna win. Well, I mean, there's not no way we're gonna win, but he really has to mess up or something like that for me to actually end up winning here. So now I'm actually putting my ice tower a little bit away from the edge here, because guess what, when I get 1 upgrade and 2 upgrades, it's actually going to affect all the balloons over here as well, hopefully, if I placed it in the correct spot. And then the next thing I'm going to do is start sending out balloons. So straight up start sending out balloons as fast as possible, and let's get going here. So if you notice, I kind of misplaced it a little bit, and some of these balloons seem to be getting by, which is very sad. So I'm probably going to have to get another ice tower pretty darn soon here and put it probably over here. I guess it really doesn't matter too much, but also I have to get a glue gunner as well. But as much economy early on as possible. I'd rather sacrifice these few lives in the beginning to actually end up doing a little bit better later on. Now in cards, that is just a ridiculously hard level, especially when you're facing somebody who's really good like that guy. It's not like he's amazing or anything like that, but he knows his way around the game, and that means I'm going to have no chance whatsoever. So, this guy has a lightning wizard. So lightning wizards are somewhat helpful. I really cannot do any damage to him for a little while. I could probably send out some blues or something like that and hope for the best. Yeah, probably not going to do any damage. So the next round is the pink round. So he's probably going to start sending out pinks versus me, so guess what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to get some glue gunners. So at least 1 glue gunner, probably 2. To help versus all the strong balloons. So here we go. He's probably going to send them out at me. At least if he knows what he's doing, he's going to send them out. Put this guy on last. We're going to put him on last because it's going to affect the pink balloons. Now these blue balloons are going to somewhat get through. Not completely, but some of them are, which obviously isn't the best thing ever, but we're still really good on life, so I'm not worried about that at all. Now he's got a boomerang, a farm, and a wizard right now. So that's kind of interesting. I don't see people go farms too often anymore. So I think that's interesting indeed. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get one more ice tower and then 1 more glue gunner. And I'm at about 400 economy right now, and we're going to get up to 450. I think 450 is a good economy. It's right around 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But I'm actually getting quite a bit of economy right now. I've sent out reds and blues pretty much the entire frickin' time. Amazing-tastic right now. And soon we're actually going to play some harder levels, some harder rounds. Yellows and stuff are going to start coming just as artificial balloons, so you have to be really careful once you get to that point. Because guess what? The ice towers are actually not going to do as good as they were before. So let's get another ice tower over here. We're going to place him right over here, because guess what? When we get these 2 upgrades, his range is going to increase and hopefully affect all of these balloons over here. So there we go. I mean, we're still losing some lives here, so I'm going to have to get some glue gunners. So I'm going to get 1 over here and 1 on the other side as well. I could go for some sort of really good glue gunner right in the middle. I don't know. Maybe that's better. But I just don't know. So we're going to put this guy on strong, actually, not on last. We're going to put this guy on last. And that's going to help out versus any balloons that he does send out at me. So now this guy's being kind of a nutcake. He's not sending out any balloons versus me. He's not even trying to get economy with the balloons. He's trying to get economy with the farms. Which is technically bad for him because I'm just going ice towers and glue gunners. Like, what the F? Who does that? Only Chris, because he's stupid. or trying to make something interesting. Anyways, we got 3 glue gunners. I have a bunch of money. Why not? Since he's not here, actually, what should we do? I guess we'll just put this guy on first and put glue splatter on. So glue splatter should help out quite a bit. We're gonna have to get the mortar pretty soon, so I'm gonna get that for level 12. That's gonna be my camo detection. I have no other camo detection. I feel like going with the village is, I mean, it's just inhibiting me too much. Like, it's making me just trying to do so amazing with these bad towers that it's just not gonna end up working out. It's like $4,000 for camo detection for that, and you get no extra popping power, which is just sad. And you're not planning on going late game anyways. So what's really the point? Can we kill this guy? No, not right now. I was actually thinking about something like some regrow blacks or something like that, because he only had one of these guys, but now I can't actually do it because he has 2 of them. Oh, poopsicles. So what's next on the agenda? We're really just going to survive for a while. Realistically, I don't think I'm going to die. The real question is, should I get a Arctic Wind or something like that and try and survive? I mean, that's totally possible. We could think about doing that. That would actually be really fun. Let's do it. We'll make this a fun game. We'll make ourselves last really long. So we're going to get an Arctic Wind right in the middle here, and hopefully it'll affect all of the balloons. I'm hoping I'm going to affect balloons over here as well as over here and everywhere pretty much. And we need to save up for $6,500. I really don't know if the range will increase that much. I'm kind of hoping for the best, but I don't think it's going to happen. Now, also, I have to be careful. I actually should probably get my mortar up first, just in case I'm not actually able to afford camo detection. So that's the first thing we're going to do, 1, 2, and 3. And now I just need to save up just a little bit more monies. In fact, I could just sell one of these ice towers, because that's not very important at all. And pop all of these balloons, indeed. Indubitably. And now he can afford an Arctic Wind. So if he does try and send out a Giant Rush versus me, I'm just going to upgrade my Arctic Wind really, really fast. And we should be able to own pretty much everything as well. I'm actually going to upgrade this. And I'm going to hold out on the bigger blast until I can afford both the Arctic Wind and the bigger blast, just in case he does send a Giant Rush versus me. So now there's regrow balloons. Let's get the Arctic Wind up. I have my Arctic Wind. That should pop pretty much everything. I'm actually going to move my mortar to the middle here, because that's going to do the most damage around my Arctic Wind. Now this is very interesting, because he's not sending any balloons out at me. He could send out balloons versus me, but he's not really going for any attacks. He's got no real good camo detection. He's got this guy. He's got this guy. So, I mean, I could waste quite a bit of money and try and get all these balloons, but it's not going to actually work out. I could send out a bunch of camo balloons and stuff like that. It's not going to work out, though. I'd rather just send out a mass amount of balloons, just regular regrow balloons. So that's what we're probably going to do. I can either sell my Arctic Wind. I could win right now with a giant regrow rush. I'm like 99% positive of that, but we're going to make this game even more fun. And by fun, we're going to see if he's going to try and attack us first, run out of money, and then just make him our B word. Yes, we are. We're going to make him that. Obviously, I have nothing versus Moab, so I'm gonna have to win before that level. Obviously. I think obviously, at least. And I'm probably just gonna send out some regrow ceramics or something like that to end up beating him. He can't actually beat me with any regrow ceramics. I'm, by the way, level 18 regrow ceramics, not 15 regrow ceramics. 15 regrow ceramics. I'll probably just end up wasting my money. I could probably kill him, but I'm not really sure. I'd rather wait until level 18. We'll kind of make this interesting. I'm decamoizing those guys. I need to make sure I decamelize them all, though. Oh, poo. Oh, no! I think we just lost the game. Oh, crap. So I need to move... I'm gonna move my mortar over. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is not good at all. Oh. Oh, that's sad. I didn't think that was gonna happen. That's okay. I'm like 99% positive I could have won anyways, if I wanted to. But I was trying to make it more fun for you guys. And just in case you were saying, like, oh, Chris, you couldn't have won. You should just won if you could have won. No, I was making it fun, and I'm positive that a regrow Rainbow Rush would have beat him. Like, very, very positive. Like, I have no idea what the heck he could have possibly built that would make regrow Rainbows not beat him, unless he could build, like, really, really fast, like 3 regrow, or 3-0 boomerangs or something like that. So this guy as well is, well, he's very well in tuned with the game. He's played almost, he's got 10,000 battles card. So holy crap, we're probably gonna look like a noob again, which is kind of sad. Just get random towers here, I don't really care. And if I lose all 4 games, this is gonna be the last game, by the way. I'm not gonna play the full 30-minute video that I normally do. Hopefully you guys will still enjoy this. I know you guys don't get spoiled with 30-minute videos because I've been doing that because you guys have been liking my videos and you guys have been nice to me, so I've actually been trying to be nice to you. So let's get the ice tower here. I don't know what the best spot to put it is, but maybe here. We can still affect some balloons over here and then all the balloons when they come by over here as well. Permafrost and stuff, I really don't like getting that too much, and like deep freeze is really not as helpful unless you have some other towers that can actually pop the balloons. What we're going to have to do is I'm going to try and get as much economy as possible early on here, just like last game. He's starting to send out these red balloons versus me, so I'm going to lose quite a bit of lives. It's pretty much inevitable. I understand I'm going to lose lives, but I'm doing this for economy's sake. I need more economy, and in fact I could probably get at least one more ice tower, but there's no good spots for ice towers on this map. I'm probably pretty much just going to build it in the exact same spot right here. I'm actually going to put it a little bit closer to this side, and we'll get a 1, 2. There we go. So now we have 2 ice towers here. They should help out quite a bit. And if you notice, they don't have infinite popping power, so you kind of have to be careful of that. They cannot pop all of the reds that come out. So that's just an interesting tidbit of information. So, some people think that ice towers have an infinite amount of pops. Even if you have a million balloons underneath them, they can pop them all, or at least freeze them all. I'm not sure that's the case, but Arctic Wind seems to be like that, but I'm not sure if it actually does work like that. I'm pretty sure there's like a pop limit or a freeze limit or something like that. So now we're already on round 4. He's not sending out any pink balloons versus me, so I'm kind of taking a chance here with going with more balloons. And he's starting to overrun me, so I'm actually going to get one more ice tower right here, actually. 1, 2. And now we have 3 ice towers in that big bunch right there. We're still losing some lives, but we're still above 100, so I'm actually not too worried. I'm going to get a little bit more economy. I'd like to get 400, and then I'm going to build some glue gunners. And I'm going to save up for glue gunners for like some 2-2 glue gunners or something like that. And maybe even a 2-3 glue gunner. I'm not going to go for the Arctic Wind thing, and I'm actually going to go for winds if I see my chance. I don't think I'm going to see my chance because this guy is good, and because I'm using ice towers and glue gunners, which I've been saying that quite a bit, but it's very, very true. So I have 423 economy, so I think it's about time to stop. We'll put it right here, leave it on strong, get a corrosive glue gunner, and I'm going to save up for a 2-2 glue gunner. So he's still sending out balloons, so he's going to go mass economy versus me, which may be his weakness. He may be thinking that I'm a total dupe cake, or I'm just doing stupid things, and that I can't actually send out balloons versus him, but obviously I can. But that's obviously, I'm thinking too far ahead here. We're only on level 6, I can't even start doing damage to him until level 8, and I really don't think it's black balloons or anything left to do any damage. I can try and send some out, but I'd rather actually save up and wait for my glue splatter here. So I'm actually going to put him on close for right now. Because close is just like where all these balloons are coming out. It seems like we're getting glue on most of these green balloons right here, which is definitely helpful in popping all these balloons. And I'm thinking about just saving up for a 0-3 or something like that. So actually, I'm going to kind of wait a little while. I'm going to wait, and maybe I can send out a giant rush versus him and actually overrun him a little bit. It's quite possible. It's a reasonable thing to think about. Lots and lots of green balloons. Holy crap. So he's really going to town with these green balloons. Maybe he's trying to overrun me. I'm just going to send out some regrow blacks, and maybe I can overrun him a little bit. I don't know, but I'd like to get at least one more ice tower. I don't know. Let's get another... Oh, actually, let's just save up for this glue hose. So I'm going to get a glue hose. Oh, yeah, I have to get the glue hose first. Sorry, guys. I'd like to send out a giant regrow rush versus him. But he's still sending out these balloons, so I can just send out as many regrows as I possibly can. Maybe we'll overrun him. I don't know. He's still sending out balloons, and now he doesn't really have any money, so we could possibly overrun him here. This could be close. He might actually survive this just because he's able to actually have so much in-game income, but at the same time, I'm not sure. Look, he's down to 38. He's down to 32. Victorious! Yeah, so he thought I was too much of a noob. He thought I wasn't going to send any balloons out at him. Wrong indeed. Bad idea to keep sending out balloons trying to go super late game with that one. And we're actually going to call the game with that one. So using somebody's thoughts against them, basically. That's what we did there. I kind of made it a philosophical game instead of like a strategy type game. Thought about what they were thinking about, and then bam, shazammed them. So that's all I got for today's video. As always, thanks for watching. Please press like if you liked it. If you haven't subbed yet, go ahead and do that, and have a fantastic day.